Hello and welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. I'm your host, Ryan Meza, and I am joined here with a very special guest today. I am joined with Kate Hudson, the Public Relations Manager at VisitSpokane. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, I'm really excited to get into all the events going on in Spokane this month of October. A little bit more than we're expecting just with COVID and stuff like that. So what are some fun things happening?
Yeah, it's been a little slow the last 7 months. So I was very pleased to actually find a few things that I think that you and your families can get on board with.
Yeah.
Starting with the drive-in movies.
Yes.
We have a couple of options there, which is wonderful. The Hub in Liberty Lake,
Yes.
which you said you went to one of
Yes,
the
I
movies.
did go last week. We had Phil Champlin on the show last week from Hub Sports Center, kind
Nice.
of promoting it. Really great, easy
Yeah.
family function there.
Yeah, it's wonderful. So through October 24th, they are offering that old school drive-in experience. $20
Yeah.
gets the
20
whole
bucks a
car
car.
in.
Yeah, it's a
so
really good deal.
it's a
most
great
definitely.
deal. And they're, like you saw the Sandlot. I know the Goonies is one of the options.
Yeah.
So they're really throwing it back to
Yeah,
some
most
classics.
definitely. Yeah, it was a really good setup. They have kettle corn, the food trucks there, supporting local.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
yeah, definitely a
Yes.
great scene.
So we've got that. And then also at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center, the huge drive-in theater setup that they have there. It's a New Mexico company that came in, and they're running the entire program. And you can either pay $35 for a spot in the back or $75 for a spot right up front.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And that's also for the whole car. And yeah, they're showing great movies. They'll be showing some Halloween-themed movies as we get
Nice.
closer to
Okay.
Halloween
Yeah,
through the month of
exactly.
October. So I've heard great things about that as well. So.
Yeah, definitely. I love how they're kicking it back old school,
I
a little
know.
throwback experience for Spokane, definitely. And I was even saying, like, I feel like my generation kind of missed out on the drive-in movie theater, so
yeah.
it's definitely like a fun experience for us to like encounter and have that as well.
Yeah, it's
And-
a nice, safe thing to do. And
Yeah,
I
right?
am a little bit older than you, so I remember going to the drive-in
Yes.
movie with my family.
Yeah.
So
I
way
know,
back
it's
in the
fun.
day.
Last week was really fun. I really enjoyed watching it, and the Sandlot and everything. Just
Yeah.
such a fun, iconic movie.
It's fun and it's safe because you're confined to your car and
Yeah.
you're not, mingling with the public.
Yeah,
so.
and I don't know how the Fair Expo Center is doing it, but I know at the Hub Sports Center, if you get out of the car, you have to have a mask on and do all that stuff as well. So they're definitely taking the precautions.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
wonderful.
we also have other events at Green Bluff. We all know Green Bluff has their little pumpkin patch and
Yeah.
pumpkin donuts and cider during October.
Yes.
Are they still doing stuff?
Yes. So the Fall Festival, it is happening, which is wonderful because
Yeah.
it's an annual event. You've got, over 30 family-owned farms situated up there with the pumpkin patches, the corn mazes, lots of fresh air and wide open space. Of
Yeah.
course, you'll need to wear your masks, and there are COVID
Okay.
regulations in place, but you can still get that family fall experience
Yeah.
that we're all used to. And I take my family up every year as well.
Yes,
so we'll
it's
be
so much
heading
fun.
up there at some point.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different, but for the most part, you're going to get that experience, which is good because I think everyone is craving a little bit of normalcy right now.
Right, especially. And I feel like it's so
Yeah.
important to get outside the house and like do something proactive and like kind of that self-care kind of thing,
Yeah.
like mentally and physically.
Yeah.
I know at Green Bluff they have a lot of vendors there. They have all this stuff that you can like buy and everything. Do you know if they're going to still be providing those vendors for guests?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I think they're doing things on a little bit smaller scale, but
Okay.
You'll still have the pumpkin donuts that
Yes.
everyone lines
Oh
up
my
for.
gosh.
and
That
Harvest
line is so
House.
worth waiting
I
in.
know.
It goes all the way across, and
I
I
know.
will get in the line just
Yeah.
to wait.
Yeah,
So good.
Yeah, so we have that going on. I threw that on the list. And then we also have Micah Moon Zip Tours still operating,
Okay.
also with COVID regulations, so you need to double check before you book your trip. But they do the freight flights in October.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
in the evening, on the evening Zip Tours, it starts to get dark earlier.
yeah,
and so
exactly.
you're sailing through the treetops in the dark.
Oh my
so
gosh. That's so scary.
It's wonderful.
Have
if
you been?
I have not the
Okay.
freight flights, but I have done the Micah Moon Zip Tours a couple
Okay.
of times, and it's a wonderful operation. I think they're number one on TripAdvisor, one of the top 10 out of all of TripAdvisor's
Oh my gosh.
attractions.
Yeah.
It's really highly rated, and it's a wonderful experience. And the
Oh, that's
owners
super
are wonderful, and yeah, so you'll be supporting local business if you go.
Okay.
So
Good to know. Perfect.
and I think 7 years old is the youngest.
Okay, that's the limit. Okay,
yeah,
and do they have like waivers and liabilities and stuff? Okay,
yeah.
I figured.
So sign off on all of that.
Exactly. Awesome. That sounds really fun.
Yeah,
I might
really
grab
fun.
a couple friends and go do that as well.
I highly recommend it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Book a trip.
Yeah, definitely. And then we also have some more like kid-friendly things.
Yes.
The Blue Zoo is hosting a pirate show.
Yes. So the Blue Zoo, the aquarium in Northtown Mall, they're open, and they have a pirate show on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. So it's free with the price of admission to the aquarium.
Okay.
And it's sword fighting and play acting.
Awesome.
And they're looking for buried treasure. And they also do live feedings at Blue Zoo, so you can go and watch them feed all the animals, and you can interact with some of the animals. There's a bird room. There are tortoises. It's a great place to go, especially in these days of homeschooling.
I know, right? Seriously.
People are looking for something
Take a little
to do.
field trip.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they are open and they're up and running. And then I'll add again that Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture is also up and running. You have to reserve your tickets online before you can get in. But they have Pompeii just wrapped up, and now they have a new pop art exhibit.
Oh, cool.
And then all their usual exhibits are all there as well. But if you're looking for something to do with the kids during homeschool, this is a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
And then also the Historic Flight Foundation at Felts Field, all the vintage planes, they are officially open as well.
Oh, really? They're reopened. Okay, good.
So, so there are some options for learning opportunities.
I know, seriously. I know. All these
get
parents
out
are
of the
kind of
house.
figure out how they're going to manage this for
I know.
sure.
Yeah, it's tough trying to find the balance and keep everything normal and running.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm glad some of these businesses are kind of providing those options for families and stuff like that.
And it's wonderful to see that they are slowly but surely opening up.
I know, exactly.
With restrictions, but at least they're open, and hopefully we can, this time next year, we'll be talking about the hundreds of events that we have.
I know, right? Hopefully this list will be much longer, for sure.
And then we also have the pavilion at Riverfront Park.
Yes.
Night shows on Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Awesome. And do they do new showings every 30 minutes?
No, it's just one big light show.
One big light show. Okay. I didn't know if they kept repeating.
No,
okay.
Yeah. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're beautiful, and it's wonderful. Take a picnic blanket, go lay on the grass, and maybe take some snacks.
And then also with all these events that you provided, can we get tickets from Visit Spokane's website, or should we visit these websites
You can either go specifically to their websites, or you can go to visitspokane.com, and you will find all the links to everything there.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
lots
Kate.
Of stuff, actually,
yeah,
this
awesome.
month.
I know. It sounds really fun, very family friendly,
Yes.
and getting into that fall season as well over at Green Bluff.
Especially before it gets really cold.
I know, right? Seriously, the sweaters are starting to come out.
I know.
Definitely. Awesome. Well, thank you so much,
You're
Kate.
welcome.
I really appreciate you coming on the show again and providing all these events for us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. That's all the time we have here on the Pulse of Spokane. I'm your host, Ryan Meza. Have a great day.
Well, this is Bloomsday in Spokane. We got about 40 firefighters and their friends and family handing out 40,000 cups of water as the day goes by.
It's a very good opportunity to see the public and support them and help them out and cheer them on during Bloomsday.
It's one of the best things about Spokane is that we have these major events and the whole community comes together not just to participate but to volunteer and show that they really care about our city and making our city look great.
This type of an event really is emblematic of Spokane because so many people get involved. We have 50,000 people probably running this race. Always has been a very huge event.
Right now we're at the corner of Broadway and Nettleton. It's the last water station before the finish, so people are pretty much dehydrated by the time they get to us. They really need our water.
The water stations are a vital part, especially on warm days like today. It's real important that we have the volunteers to help with that. Without the volunteers, Bloomsday wouldn't exist.
All up and down the course, there are people that are involved in this celebration. It really is a celebration of what Spokane's all about.
Welcome to Apex Plaza, Spokane's one-stop cannabis destination. Apex Cannabis features thousands of economy, value, and luxury cannabis products. Cannagear features hemp-based CBD products, glass, goods, and gear. Stop by 1325 North Division to experience the Apex difference.
This product has intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence of this drug. There may be health risk associated with the consumption of this product. For use only by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children.
The economy is getting stronger. Banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Style, structure, innovation. This year, the Spokane Home Builders Association's Fall Festival of Homes will be a fully virtual event with over 20 homes and 16 local builders. Whether buying, remodeling, or looking for design inspiration, find it at shba.com. Sponsored by Ferguson Bath, Kitchen, and Lighting Gallery and Bosch. Local resources, proven leaders. The Spokane Home Builders Association.
Thanks for watching. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or check out any of our other programs on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com. Sponsored by Local 29 Firefighters Union, Well Dressed Walrus, and Homes for You.